Hello and welcome to the first ever Star Matrix Summit. It is the year 2020 and I am Silvia Hartmann. I am the creator of Modern Energy, and Star Matrix is our newest, latest, most advanced and yet most beautifully simple concept, structure and set of techniques. And I am absolutely delighted to welcome you, and I thank you for your interest. And I do believe it will be more than well rewarded. In brief, Star Matrix is the idea that our most important treasures and riches in this lifetime are our star experiences. These are moments of enlightenment, the highest positive experiences of this lifetime, our star moments. These are the memories of events that have really happened to us. So they're not make-believe, they're not anything strange. They are real events of our own real experienced lives. And yet these moments contain the most information, the most wisdom, the most power, and also the most in the way of instructions as to how to really live life as a human being, as to how to really experience life in the most wonderful way. They are precious, they are beyond precious, and they are fascinating. Our star memories are fascinating, and they are precious beyond price. Star Matrix turns our attention to those star memories in order to gain energy for life, to gain relevant information that can help us right here, right now, to raise our energy average overall, to have a way to share the most important events of our lives with other people. That is also really, really, really important. But there's more to it than that. It's not called Star Memories. It is called Star Matrix. And the reason for that is that when we start to pay attention to the real star events in our lives, we find connections between them. These connections start to create a bigger picture, if you will. They start to come together to give us more than the sum of their parts. And this greater construct, that is the star matrix. Each star memory is precious in its own right. But when we start to actually find the connections between them consciously, something remarkable and wonderful happens. And that is that we change our minds about the meanings of our own lives. We start to notice that the things that we have seen and heard and felt and tasted, scented, experienced, are not random disconnected events, but that there is a story here, a story of your life like it was never told before. Not only is this a completely different story than the old sad victim trauma stories that we are so used to having told to each other. But it is wonderful, it is exciting, it is amazing, and this helps us to change our minds about who we really are, about who other people are, and what we can actually do together when we are living who we are meant to be. Now, Star Matrix has been many decades in the making, many decades in the making. And the tracks and traces of Star Matrix are throughout my work right from the beginning. But it was only in 2019, in October of 2019, that it finally all clicked together and Star Matrix, as we know it now, was born. So it's only 1 year where I put this theory of that it might be good for us to stop it with the trauma and the insults remembered and all the pain and suffering, and for a time really pay focused attention to our star memories instead. I put this idea into action. And I'd called together some brave people who were willing to go on the trip of a lifetime, literally, with me in the Star Matrix course, the Star Matrix Masters course of 12 units. And it has blown all my expectations out of the water. The results in real life in practical ways for people have just been way beyond expectations. Oh man, I wish the world with all my heart that they should turn and look at their star memories instead of all the suffering and all the trauma, because the benefits this brings is far beyond our comprehension at this time. So I wanted to invite the first travelers, some of whom have only done this for a few months, to come together and to share their real lived experiences with Star Matrix. It is my belief that in the sharing of our true lived experiences, we discover patterns, we discover structure, we discover similarities, and we can then create the theories and the patterns built on that to take us forward. We are starting with the truth and investigate from there. And as a true scientist, for me, there could be nothing better than that. So what we are going to be doing in this Star Matrix Summit is not going to read you the tablets of wisdom. We don't have those yet. But what we do have are the extraordinary explorations, the new insights, and the new ideas, the new pathways that are being sparked to take a completely different approach to the problems that have bedeviled us individually and societally forever. Star Matrix is the most wonderful thing I have ever created. I am super grateful to all the aspects who never gave up and never settled down and never said, oh, that's good enough now. EMO, that's good enough now. Or working with the power of the positives, that's good enough now. And have kept moving forward and said, no, there's more. There's more. There are unknown things as yet. And if we knew them, the world would become a different place. Star Matrix is the answer to that. It is so beautiful because the wisdom and the intelligence, the science of which we speak, is not handed down from an ivory tower, but it comes from your own star wisdom, your own intelligence, activated in the highest energy states. And that is a kind of wisdom collectively that we've never had before. Instead of from the top filtering down, dumbed down to the poor people below, what we have here is the people's own wisdom coming up and coming together. And where these things overlap, There the patterns are found. The real truth about humanity and the human experience can be found. And this gives us a whole new direction into the future. I am absolutely thrilled that we have come this far. I am more than delighted that you have decided to come and have a listen, a think, and a feel. And I'm also hoping that what we are talking about will become relevant to you by virtue not of a great declaration or a great number of statistics, but by what you can connect with as a human being and what you feel inside to be right instead. I'm really looking forward to sharing with you the conversations, the insights, the techniques, the ideas that we have developed together in the last 3-star matrix explorations, and I do call them trips to the stars. And I do conceptualize this as being going on a trip to worlds that have never been explored before, and bringing back such treasures and riches that make our lives right here and now better in every way we could possibly describe that. So in that sense, I am welcoming you wholeheartedly to the very first Star Matrix Summit. And I am 100% convinced that you will hear something here that will set your heart, your soul, and your intelligence on fire. With all my love, and I look forward to being with you in the presentations.